Yeah, hey guys, I'm Julian. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. A number of friendly encounters with guns and an accident have led me to start this, where I share my journey from, having made $0 so far as an entrepreneur to location freedom and hopefully financial freedom. If everything works out all right, you will see me in a tourist flight to space. Until then, there's lots of stuff to do. This is where we are so far, pretty much in the beginning. I want to earn my first income until the end of May. And I'm going to do this with the in theory easiest way to make a business based on this wealth ladder here, a service business. And yeah, we're pretty much in the beginning. I'm doing this using the $100 challenge of Justin Welsh. It's actually getting tough. At the time I will upload this video, it will be more or less 1 week left, or 8 or 9 days. You can see it in the title. So let's get going. Today I talk about an update. What have I done? Where am I now? And what are the next steps I'm going to take. For those who don't know, it's service business, and basically it's not based on buying a product. It's about providing a service to other people for what they pay for. It most often takes the form of consulting or education, and Miley will be more in the consulting area. I'm currently in the state where I'm trying to evaluate a worthwhile problem to solve with the skills that I have, and then draft a solution, put out my solution, and get my first client. So today, my friends, last time I explained that based on Ikigai, I discovered 2 problem areas which I think are worthwhile to solve. One is about design thinking, offering teaching services there, and the other one takes more the form of a consulting in the area of sales experience. Where we left off was that I basically did some Google research about this topic, found out some groups where potential clients of mine, hang out. I already read a bit about the problem space of how other coaches and trainers get clients online there. I also try to get out to my own network and create more opportunities using LinkedIn and these groups. I've scheduled 1 call tomorrow with a person I did not know before, and I've spoken with or will speak with more or less 3 persons, I think, or 4 persons which I already know and which are in this, or most of them are in the domain. And I'm trying to evaluate if this problem and the service I can build out of it is really something people would pay me for. And to start off, I reached out to 2 potential clients, so persons who are coaches right now. And pretty surprisingly or finally, I spoke to 2 persons, and both of them said that I should be careful to not be, they said it in German, but basically they said something like, I should not be like another bloke who tells them how to generate millions of dollars over the night, and that they get, both independently told me that they get messages from these guys like 3 or 4 times a week, from these blokes, they called it, like with a negative connotation, pretty much a little blow. And then on the other hand, I've worked with the coach before, like prior to starting this challenge. I just reached out to this person, and I know them from my personal network, and we tried to do a consulting in this realm of sales experience, improving the sales experience. So basically, it's about there are existing documents. This person has existing documents, and we are trying to improve the copy, the design, everything, so that when the person sends out this document to potential new clients from now on, the chances that these clients actually will book a service or product of this person's will increase. And I made a draft and presented it this week. We do it completely for free, just because I like this topic. Yeah, maybe I kind of had a sense that this is something I come into this flow. And and this person gave me great feedback. It gave me something like, this totally picks me up. This is a cool, conclusive logic. In general, on this topic, people don't really have a content strategy, and when they put out content, that this is something where a lot of money is lost. So that is kind of promising, and then that I even have talent for it, grasping what the person needs, and then come up with solutions. And this, it was really nice. I hope still continuing with this idea, try to evaluate a bit more, and let's see if it actually is going to be my new job. Yeah, and then I listen to lots of podcasts. Like I've been commuting to check out, or even got like a new fancy prosthesis here, so I can use my head a bit more. Like, but I'm not recommended to. And yes, still, it will take some time. And physiotherapy, which is not really nice, but hey, what was I going to say? So I listened to a lot of podcasts, and again from this Ali Abdal guy, I found like a very good one, like one of his videos, and then the podcast he's doing, and it's basically about this topic: how to start a new business, and what are the right steps to do, and what are steps which people think we should do, but which feel nice and feel like we make progress, but actually in the doesn't really get us any closer to our goal. So link it down below, and I recommend it totally for everybody who's in the same situation. The video and also the podcast, which is a bit longer, it's with a guy called, I think, Noah Keegan, and he wrote a book, The $1 Million Weekend, and I think it's pretty nice. And so basically they talk about that it's really hard for people to check if people are willing to pay for a solution that solves a specific problem of them. And many times we just build the solution, we think it's super cool, then we go to clients, and then we find out that it kind of doesn't work. And this guy, or these two guys, then recommended that we really focus on the hard task, and the most important task in this task is really to understand if people are willing to pay. And we focus on this task before doing lots of coding work or building a product work before. And there's like some quotes. One of them is Noah Kagan is his name. Most people overthink first and act later. Every successful entrepreneur acts first and figure it out later. And any analysis ahead of action is purely speculation. You really do not understand something until you have done it. Rather than trying to plan your way into the confidence, just start acting. And this is something, I think many people can relate. I certainly can. And so I'm actually really trying to get to the point where I can get the fastest way to know if this solution I'm building is actually something people will buy. And one idea they put out here, among others, so really listen to it if you want to get better in this, is that you kind of write an email to your personal network, but your personal network where you think, if you have your potential clients in your personal network, you can write an email like this, and I will show it to you here. So it's basically a format where you explain the problem, then the solution, and then you tell them here, if this is something you're really interested in, please PayPal me amount X. So for example, I will use something like 50 euros or 100 euros, then I would have my challenge already, right? So I'm just thinking about it, so I will probably write down these emails later today or tomorrow. And this is just my one. You can pause the video and read it. So the really important thing here is we have to ask, or we have to get to know if people are really willing to pay. So we are especially asking for a payment here. It's a discounted price. And like in my case, I'm also thinking of adding like the usual rate for this case. I have to study a bit more, but it will be way higher. I think like the normal average hourly wage or salary for normal coaches, probably the amount I'm offering here. So I will send this out, and then do like a few other tasks, to like a few more interviews to evaluate if this really something which I want to keep going. If so, and I hope so, because I don't have lots of time left, I will set up like a sales funnel, like a landing page. I will put out some content to get my first client until the end of May. And that's it so far. If you know somebody who might benefit from such a service, let me know in the comments, and or if you have my personal details, let me know there. And yeah, that's so far, and I'll see you in the next video.